So Rainicorn is pregnant! Oh my god! They're gonna have little puppy Rainicorn babies and it's gonna be so cute! And oh my god, we're totally gonna throw her a shower!
No.
Whatever ladies do, they get what they do.
Yes, Jory. What do all women say about this? Well, I think all men.
So, okay, so this is Lady and Peebles, which we said Jory has to be in on this one because we knew everyone was going to be like, but what did Jory think of Peebles in this one?
I don't think the internet could last without my opinion.
Exactly. So, all right.
Don't firebomb our house.
So I'll give the sum up real fast. This is, Finn and Jake apparently have been kidnapped by the Ice King, so it looks.
For a few weeks.
Oh, was it that long?
Yeah.
Okay, so for about a few weeks. So, Peebles and Lady Rainicorn, they go in to try and save them. After some very heartfelt conversation that
Yes.
you can't understand at all. And I think this is the longest we've heard Lady Rainicorn talk.
Yeah.
And just when you think it's going to sort of end at the usual amount, it keeps going and it just makes it funnier. They know just when to stop and just when to keep it going to make the laugh
When to
work.
show Lady or Bubblegum react.
Yeah, and they're all very specific reactions
Yeah.
too. I mean, they weren't just oh and ah. I mean, they were very like sort of in between, like kind of heartbroken, but no, holding it together and stuff. I mean, it was like they were very specific reactions. So that just made it funnier. So they go into this weird sort of vortex. They go through what was that?
A sphincter.
A sphincter, yeah, they go through a sphincter. They go to this room full of eyes, all these weird little challenges. Kind of like a video game, honestly. It kind of felt like Contra or something. Just all the weird alien things like coming out and mouths opening up and stuff and arms. I don't know. Felt like Contra to me.
It's going more like Fantastic Voyage.
Well, that too, mixed with Contra. Or Metroid-ish, Mother Brain, kind of. Anyway, and it turns out it's not the Ice King, it's... How do you say his name again?
Ricardio.
Ricardio! I always say, I'm always about to say Ricardo, but I'm like, no, it's not that, it's Ricardio!
Remember, heart, cardio.
Yes, and great to see him back, great to hear George Takei's voice, and he has officially become a man, which is just attaching these arms and feet and like, what was that, like a paper cup on his head?
Actually, it looked like a toilet paper tube.
A toilet paper tape, yeah, which is great because the actual, arms and everything he talks about how he made out of, parts of the Ice King, and he spent, like whatever weeks or years, whatever, putting this together, and then the head is just like a toilet paper roll or
Actually,
whatever.
my favorite was his bones broken and put back together. And of course the Ice King's like, it hurt a lot!
And still is interested in Bubblegum, but Bubblegum, using science, discovers that she can, beat him in a match because, God, I couldn't understand the jabber she said, I'm just sure it was correct. Because the science of Adventure Time must be correct! But she used science to defeat him and showed some pretty badass moves, really. I mean, it's not like, hey, use science and then he struck down and say, it's like, no, she, like, beats the shit out of him. And really aggressive, like, puts her foot in his face and, like, squishes it around. It's pretty funny.
I wouldn't say she beat him with science. It's just like basic...
her knowledge of science.
No, basic knowledge. Don't, like, leave your heart exposed.
Well, yeah, but doesn't she also, like... I thought she was saying something else about, like, body mass or something, because couldn't she easily rip the limbs off and stuff?
No, she... Sorry, go ahead.
She said something about how she's built it before and she does it well and he didn't.
I know how to make a body out of biomass.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think she could see the
Unacceptable!
flaws. No, because she looks at the joints. That's the first thing she sees. She sees the joints. I think she sees they're weak.
Well, yeah.
So, okay, well, but that's using science.
No, if I saw you and your arm was half hanging on, half not...
But it's still a big arm.
It doesn't take science to sit there and go, oh, that's probably
But how would I be moving it? It's cartoon science. You don't know cartoon science, sir. If you put 2 fingers in a rifle, it will explode backwards. That is cartoon science.
Mythbusters actually did that, and it actually can work.
With 2 fingers?
1 finger. They did a single rifle with 1 finger. You'll lose your hand, for the most part, but yes, the gun will actually,
Really?
Yeah, little banana peel.
Cartoon science is becoming real! Yes! Oh shit, that sounds very false. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, watch the show.
Okay.
Mythbusters nuts, so,
Okay, I'll trust you as a Mythbusters nut. And then we find out at the very end that the heartbeats, that was a very good foreshadowing there, that people saw on their little heartbeat monitor surrounding Rainicorn actually were puppy corns. Whatever they're called.
Sounds tasty.
Raina pups.
Raina pups, yes, I like that better.
Raining puppies.
Raina pups.
Yeah, and Jake and her are gonna have puppies. Oh my god! So yeah, no, I thought it was fun. It was fun seeing these two characters, you know, go in together and sort of like in their own way defeat, you know, the bad guys. Sort of like. It's definitely different attitudes, which I like, because I like when they go in, they see all the eyes, where Finn and Jake would be like, you know, oh, or let's go, or make some sort of pun. They just look at all the eyes and go, ew.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. Like, that's funny. And they definitely are, you know, are fun to watch and listen to. Like I said, especially whenever Rainicorn talks. I don't know why that joke doesn't get old to me. I think they just cut it just the right moments every time. Yeah, and it was nice to see Peebles actually do, like I said, not just with science or knowledge, but I mean legitimately, like, really ruthlessly beat the shit out of Ricardio. And Ricardio is still, like, from the day they used him even to now, he's both kind of funny and kind of legitimately scary.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just, the voice, again, is so funny, but just there's this... You're just uncomfortable. He's so confident in everything he says. And they get these weird close-ups, and the way he's drawn is, you know, it's like he's got these sort of apple cheeks that are just, and like these thick, and I don't know.
It's a little too 3D.
Yeah, it's like the parts they choose to emphasize are very strange parts to emphasize on such a very cartoony-looking heart. And then to hear George Takei's voice come out of it just makes it even stranger. It's such a strange creation. So, yeah, no, I thought it was a lot of fun. It was nice to see Ice King for a little bit, too. So, Jason?
Yeah, let me go before Jory does and the firebombing begins.
What? No!
Because this is all going on in real time, and they're going to hear this and run over here and beat us all senseless. No, I mean, for the most part, yeah, you hit everything on the head with how I felt about the episode. The one scene I really love, which I thought you would get a kick out of, is where they first are going in, and she's talking about the weapon she has. We have science! We can use this and this. And the moment something happens, she gets ready and she hits it, and it's this huge burst. But the second later, just a hand goes push, and she's like, "Oh, my field of vision!"
Yeah, I love that too.
Then the gun is taken, and then the bag is taken, and it's like completely defenseless. They can't do anything anymore.
Where's your science now?
Well, no, and again, that's a very, you know, there's always sort of this thought that when you have a character that's just kind of nice, just general nice, and there's not too much else to him, it's like, because I'll be honest, when I started off, I'm sort of like, can they hold an episode? I kind of hope they can. Yeah. You know, I sort of assume, okay, it's going to be about them. But yeah, sort of that weird technical science jargon talk, even just putting the hood instead of I can't see, it's just, my field of vision!
Yeah.
You know, or what was the name of that gun? The bar,
yeah, I know. It's very
very
Seuss.
funny. Yeah, and it worked, and they made it work, which is nice to see. It's like, you know, okay, both of them can hold an episode.
Yeah.
With them to get up. So it's nice. I definitely thought it was fun.
I thought it was funny. Go ahead, Jory.
What? You guys are throwing me out to the wolves?
Yeah.
Defenseless?
Yeah. Go out there with LSP.
Oh my globe.
Here, take
No!
this.
Oh, my menu.
I will stand by my
Here,
man.
this is-
I mean, woman.
Or maybe both.
Yeah. Shall I stand so they can see my crotch?
I'm just hoping that... Okay.
Don't look at it! Stop looking at his crotch, for God's sakes!
There's enough
Please.
gifts of that!
Please.
No, apparently I will. The last few when I wore shorts, apparently people were paying a little too much attention to my junk.
I don't blame you guys, really.
Thank God it's not on big screen.
Oh no,
my God,
I'm planning
what
on
if people
doing that.
were?
They watch on the big screen TV.
That's what I'm planning on doing. My crotch in 3D. So I'm giving them what they want. Ah! Okay, go on. Sorry. I'm sorry, Doug, for ruining your vlog.
You're very good at it. You may speak now.
Maybe I don't wanna.
You have to!
No, this was, I have to say, this was a seesaw episode for me. The title card comes up and I was like, what? Why the hell are they friends? They can't be friends. And then I was all like, okay, fine, I guess, you know, Peebles is doing the right thing and she's doing this and that's okay. And actually, I don't really have a problem with her, but again, it gives me pause when she kicks the shit out of Ricardio. Because on the one hand, I'm sure if she were a different character and she was not Princess Bubblegum, I would be sitting here going, hells yeah, she kicked ass. This is awesome. It's so nice to see, you know, a girl owning it. But it's Peebles, so I'm just like, you know, this is just another thing that gets me thinking, like, this is a window into who she really is.
Actually, I will say this, because there's that one episode where, like, I forget what happens, but, like, she goes really psychotic in that one where I forget, like, she loses her hair or something like that.
With the Duke of Nuts.
Yeah, the Duke of Nuts, yeah. And it's like, it's not like, oh, she's just being sort of over the top crazy. It's like, no, she's like fucking nuts. And there are always sort of these little drops of, is she, like, yeah, she seems nice and really all together, but then it's just like, wait, is she possibly insane? You know, like, really angry, insane, and there's always just these little seeds here and there dropped. Even what you were saying about, like, that's why I imprisoned, whatever, Flame Princess there, and it's sort of like, I think they're purposely always keeping this stuff kind of a secret, because it's like, you still don't know, is she or isn't she? And even there, it's like, yeah, she's fighting back, she's kicking ass, but she's like, she's not usually that aggressive and like that mean. I mean, they're drawing of like a lot of lines under the eyes that don't really show them the teeth. I mean, she's like,
when the way she even grinds her foot into him, it's not enough to just stomp on his head to stop him. It's like, oh, really, motherfucker, yeah! Like, oh, I felt it.
I just want to say this really quick. What I find humorous is I sit there and I say, like, how I hate old people, I hate tree trunks, and all this stuff, and people are just kind of like, oh, you shouldn't say that. And Jory's like, I hate Peebles, and they're like, blah! I'm sorry.
She is a darling!
I'm kind of with Jory on this one. In this episode where it kind of does show the true side of someone, just how aggressive she is. Yeah, you can chalk it up to, well, she probably figured out that Rainicorn was pregnant. But then again, if she knew Rainicorn was pregnant when they were going in, isn't that kind of cruel right there? Having her go into this,
yeah,
knowing
she just say
pups,
you stay behind or something.
Or did she not know and she was maybe guessing, wasn't sure, and when Ricardio ties her and throws her,
that's what I was gonna bring
Bubblegum
up.
kind of flips out and goes, oh god, this isn't happening, you know. So it could be.
I didn't even think of when that's right, when he ties her in the knot, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I was thinking about when we find out she's pregnant. It's like, holy crap, because he does tie her in that knot. And what about those little Raina pups?
And remember Bubblegum's reaction when he does that. She looks mortified and then throws her, and what's her first reaction? Runs to her.
Yeah.
You know, so it could be the whole, yeah, I'm actually a freaking nut deep down inside, or it could be, I can't believe you did this to my friend, I'm going to effing kill you.
Yeah.
You know, or
it could be both.
But I just feel like...
As all women?
Stop. No, I just feel like, you know, you do have a little bit of something in you, and we all try and hold our shit together, but sometimes it comes out, you know, and not in a diarrhea way.
Though
Although
sometimes.
maybe, probably. You know, someone that's fairly innocent will obviously get very angry and still fights, but they wouldn't exactly know how to fight as well as someone... I'm not saying it properly, but...
No, honestly, what you were saying there, when I saw her beat the shit out of Ricardio there, I'm thinking like, well, no, wait a minute. Like, she... You know, the last time they encountered, he was about this tall, had tiny little arms and everything, and he tied her up somehow. And in this one, he's got these massive arms, you know, and he's, you know, he bested Finn and Jake and Ice King and stuff like that. And she's like taking his arms, ripping them off, flipping them and stuff. So I'm thinking more sort of like what you said, that, or both of you said, that maybe it was suddenly the realization that maybe Rainicorn was pregnant, and then when she saw that happen, it's like, something snap, and that just gives like the ultimate energy to go. Because I think anything, can just like hit that trigger, and get someone going and discover strength they never knew they had. Because I think
mothers lifting cars and all that.
Exactly,
stuff,
and I think with her in the past, like she's gotten like psychotically angry before, but she never like beat someone up or anything. This is the first time she like legitimately did something. It wasn't until you brought up the knot thing, I'm like, yeah, she didn't really do that until then, but before that she was her. She was composed, and, my field of vision, and but
even in the beginning, if you think about it, my first moment where I was like, oh, because I do that every time I see her on screen too, is that she's just, here's lady, like, freaking out in Korean, Jake is missing, Finn is missing, and Peebles is just like, no, they've been missing for, I don't know, however many weeks, but I know it was weeks, and she's just sipping her tea like, well, now I know they're here. She's just in no rush whatsoever. She's just...
Well, no, she's calculating it, though, to be fair. She's getting... I think that's very scientific and that's very deductive.
You can't just blindly rush in.
Yeah, you have to have a plan.
No, hold on. I want to say a few things
blindly rushing in.
That's true.
Which is probably why I get in a lot of trouble.
I want to say this. The initial Ricardo appearance, you may want to think about it, maybe she was blindsided. She was talking, turned around, knocked her out.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that it could be
but she's been captured like a million other times too, hasn't she?
I'm just saying it could be something as simple as that. No, she really hasn't. This is not Zelda.
But she's been captured a couple times. In the early seasons, I seem to recall he had to save her a couple times.
And then Finn isn't around to save her anymore. Because he's not in love with her anymore. Now she has to save herself. Now she has to kick ass herself.
Well, it's not even saving herself, it's saving Finn.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kick ass herself. Because you're right, she hasn't been
No, I just want to say this.
Be saved
I know some woman, who's pretty tiny, and at some point in her life, wasn't very aggressive or anything, and then all of a sudden was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to become defensive and start beating people up. No, basically tiny little Jory, in high school learned to defend herself.
Tiny.
She learned to defend herself and got past that, I'm quiet, I'm nice, I'm the nice, shy little person, and needed to defend herself and finally kicked ass, kind of like Peebles. Yes, I'm comparing you to Peebles.
My life is ruined. I'm Peebles.
Is it? Or are you just coming to realize
I don't want to be Peebles! God!
She even has psychotic episodes like
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Shut up!
She doesn't scream as loud.
Well, yeah, I know it's good time. I'm trying to speak some foreign language, and I probably sounded racist, but whatever.
You sound racist every time you speak.
Yes! Yarr! I went for like a pirate, but I was trying to be racist towards pirates.
Racist towards pirates.
Yeah, I'm trying. How to be racist towards ninjas. Ha!